Good Saturday, everyone. I'm meteorologist Dave Snyder at the National Weather Service with Alaska's statewide weather. High wind warnings remain in effect until midnight tonight for the eastern Alaska range. Expecting wind gusts there to reach upwards of 70 miles per hour for some of those areas reaching through the overnight hours. Rain will still be likely there in the morning. The wind should settle down for Sunday out of the south and west, 25 to 40 mile an hour sustained with gusts to about 65 miles per hour for your Sunday. For the Deltana and Tanana Flats, a wind advisory continues until 4 o'clock on Sunday. Gusts there may reach upward of 60 miles an hour until the early morning before settling down. A small stream flood advisory remains in effect until about 3 o'clock this afternoon for small streams and rivers in and around Seward. Strong wind is expected to last through late this morning through the Portage Valley and the Turnagain Arm region, so watch for the wind to settle down throughout the day. In the meantime, across the southern Bering, gale warnings are in effect for any area south of Nunivak Island to the offshore zones around Pribilovs and north of the central Aleutian chain. Gales also in effect for areas south of the Alaska Peninsula and the central and eastern Aleutians, with gales on either side of the Barrens and across the northern Gulf of Alaska, as well as areas north of the Arctic coast. Quite a big storm across the southern Bering at 978 millibars overnight. That should rise to 985 as it heads into Bristol Bay. The occluded front falling apart rapidly and turning into several waves of low pressure rotating around the system in a counterclockwise fashion. The remnants of one frontal boundary will linger across the Gulf of Alaska for several days to come, and that'll produce showers mainly from north to south as high pressure extends up the western lower 48 coastline from California all the way through the Pacific Northwest, British Columbia, and into southeastern Alaska, where the high temperature in a net today reached 72 degrees, tying the record high from 1974. We were just on the northern end of that heat wave across southern California. Showers and light rainfall possible across the Arctic coast going forward into early next week. The frontal boundary lingering across the Brooks Range will focus clouds and some showers there. The focus for more widespread and persistent precipitation will continue across the western and southern tip of the Seward Peninsula, the Yukon-Kuskokwim coastline, Kodiak Island, the Aleutians, and the coastal areas of the Gulf of Alaska and northern southeast. With Alaska's statewide weather, I'm meteorologist Dave Snyder.